You are in your 60s or 70s now. You are no longer climbing. The climb is over. You have arrived at an altitude where the air is thin and the company is small. There are perhaps a few hundred people in the world at your level in your field. You have met most of them. Some of them you count as friends. Some of them you count as enemies in a polite way. It involves sitting next to them at dinners and smiling. You are no longer a person, exactly. You are an institution. Universities call you. They want to name a building after you. They want you to endow a chair. They want you to sit on their board of trustees. You say yes to some of these requests and no to others. Your name is now attached to things you did not build and will not maintain. It is strange to see it on stone. It will outlast you. You know this. It is part of why you agreed. You write a memoir. The memoir is a careful document. You tell some of the truth. You do not tell all of it. You cannot. There are people still living whose stories are intertwined with yours. There are decisions you made that you are still not ready to fully examine in public. You give the honest version to a biographer. The biographer is under contract not to publish until after you are gone. You are arranging your own history in advance. This is one of the privileges of having reached this level. You get to shape the story that will be told about you when you are no longer here to defend yourself. You receive Lifetime Achievement Awards. You have a shelf for them now. They are heavy. The speeches at these ceremonies describe a person you partly recognize. The person on the stage sounds more certain than you ever felt in any given moment. You stand up. You thank the people who need to be thanked. You make a joke. You sit down. The applause is warm and long. You look out at the audience and you see faces from every chapter of your life. The people who knew you at 25 are now 65. The people who knew you at 40 are now looking at their own children graduate. The room is a living map of the years. You are moved. Genuinely moved. You are also aware of how much of this you will not remember by next month. Time is doing something to you now that it did not do when you were younger. It is speeding up and narrowing down. You notice. You find yourself, more and more, reading books about people who died in the century before you were born. You are looking for clues. You are looking for company. Level 10. The memory. You are gone. The dying itself was smaller than you expected. A hospital room. The people who needed to be there were there. The people who needed to be forgiven were mostly forgiven. Some of them you did not reach in time. That is the shape of every life at the end. A few unfinished conversations. A few regrets. You carried them with you out the door. Your memorial fills a hall. The speakers describe a person who accomplished enormous things. They are telling the truth. They are also leaving things out. Your children speak. Their voices catch in the same place. They remember specific afternoons that no biographer ever recorded. The memorial ends. The people go home. The obituaries are well written. The tributes pour in for about a week. Then the news cycle moves on. That is how it always goes. In the first year after you are gone, people speak your name often. In the 5th year, they speak it less. In the 10th year, only the people who knew you personally still say it with any regularity. By the 20th year, the institution that bears your name is run by people who never met you. They know the biography. They do not know the man. Your buildings remain. Your books remain. Your decisions, the ones that shaped other lives, continue to ripple outward in ways you cannot see. A young woman reads something you wrote when you were 43. It changes how she thinks about her own career. She makes a different decision because of your words. You will never know this happened. She will never know you existed in any full sense. But the line is there. It is real. Time is patient with monuments. It wears them down slowly and then all at once. Your grave is visited for a while, then less often. The grass grows over. The stone weathers. 100 years pass. A student in a library pulls down a book about your industry. She sees your name in the index. The name is one of many. The student is writing a paper that will be forgotten. Your name, in that moment, flickers briefly back into the world. Then it is gone again. Somewhere in a small apartment tonight, a 34-year-old is sitting at a kitchen table. They are tired. They are not sure if their life counts for anything. They scroll past the photographs of people who seem to be living larger lives. They wonder how those people got there. They wonder if there is a line they missed. They have no idea that the climb, if they begin it, will cost them almost everything they currently love. They have no idea that the view from the top is smaller and lonelier than it looks from here. They have no idea that the real question was never how high they would rise. It was what they would carry with them when the climb was done. They will figure it out, or they will not. Either way, the cycle continues.